What's up, guys? Welcome to the Raid Class Roadhouse. My name is Dalton. Today I'm just going to be trying to kind of show a quick informational video. This is mostly for new players or maybe players who have played Path of Exile 1 and gone a crit build and haven't really noticed this in Path of Exile 2 yet because it's a little bit odd, but it's pretty crazy, honestly. So if you look here on a spell weapon, it has 15% increased critical spell damage bonus. Now, if you look at like the passive tree, look at some of these crit nodes over here, it's increased critical damage bonus. Same line as the wand. This isn't all that strong, really. I mean, if you come here and look at my skill, critical damage bonus 212. And if I remove this and swap to another wand, it's literally just this 15% that's going to remove off of here. I'll be just under 200%, and it's a damage increase, but it's not the worst thing to lose. Now, if you're playing a spell build, or more familiar with PoE 1, and haven't played a monk yet, then you might not have noticed this. Potentially the reason monks are doing absurd amount of damage right now, and you see these videos of them insta-healing in-game bosses, which is in part to do with the bell. But if you look at a weapon, the melee weapons have a completely different stat. It's not increased critical damage bonus. Sorry. It's 2 critical damage bonus. This is pretty crazy because this is an actual multiplier. This isn't an increase. So, to explain that a little bit further, if you have 100% critical strike multiplier, which is the base, if you add 13% to it, then that makes your critical damage bonus 113%. And then, from there, any passive increases to critical damage bonus are going to scale that flat amount. Whereas the flat amounts from the passive tree or the wands, like I was showing, just simply add to that amount no matter how many you add. You add 100%, you're going to go from 100% to 200%. You can see where this might get a little bit ridiculous. So, I mean, I've done a little bit of testing here. You can see, let me pull up one of my skills. My critical damage bonus, 394%. And this weapon only has 25% damage bonus on there. Now, if you see, if I swap over here to like this weapon that has just crit chance, no crit damage bonus, it drops dramatically. I lost 25%, but in actuality, I'm losing about 80%. And that's because the 25% here is then putting me at 125% base, scaled up by any nodes that you might have on the passive tree. Now that it gets pretty ridiculous. You can see, I mean, this isn't even the best geared monk out there. You can see I've removed some items to sell. But even with this, it's just 34% critical damage bonus, 422% multi, up from 315% with a weapon that has none. So this one weapon with 34% critical damage bonus is giving me a little bit over 100% critical damage bonus. Now, in my testing, I was trying to check this out on my warrior, and this is one thing that actually confuses me, and I'm not sure if this is a bug or if this is some unintended mechanic I can't really find info on for PoE 2. But I logged onto my warrior, and I was just messing around doing some leveling, but I noticed these war picks. These give 40% critical damage bonus. So I was just messing around, checking out some stats, and I kind of noticed this. is very odd. You can see I have 100% critical damage bonus. Offhand, 100%. If I put these in, you can see it goes up to 140%, just like you would expect, 40% bonus. This one gives 30%. I put it on here. Gives absolutely nothing. I'm not sure why that is. I don't know if that's intended by the developers, but I can't really find any info on it. The even more interesting part of that is whenever you actually start speccing in some critical damage bonus. So you can see, pull up my mace strike. I have 140 and 104 or 140 and 100% crit damage bonus. Come over here and spec this node, 20% boost. You can see I got a little bit more than 20% here because of the extra 40% that's tacked on. It's 140% plus 20%. But what's going on here? I gained 44%. And if I swap off to a mace that has no critical damage bonus, there's no change whatsoever. And this just seems to... I mean, I haven't went and tested fully and done a lot of checking to see if... I mean, this character is very low level, so it's hard to kind of test my damage for crits very well right now, but according to the sheet at least, this is scaling exponentially. 20%, 20%, and 45% here for 85% total, and I am jumping from 100 to 342% critical damage bonus. If that's intended, I don't know. Maybe get in on it now. But this is just what I'm finding in my testing, and I figured maybe this will help some people. Little informational. Maybe if you're not playing a melee build, this might help you better price your items. But regardless, hope this has helped. See you later.